in the history of our deen, of al-Islam. As emphasized before, when it comes to Aqidah and belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is no difference between a man and a woman. And believing Allah is one for everybody. Making dua to Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't differ from a man to a woman. Seeking the help and support of Allah does not differ between a man and a woman. The articles of faith, آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله. It is not like a man has certain beliefs and the woman has less or more. There is no such a thing. Like a man only believes in Allah Azza wa Jal in these ways and the woman believes in Allah in these ways. We don't have that mawjood. This is whoever have this iman is a mu'min, believer. Who does not have that iman is a munafiq or a kafir or a less of a believer. Who shows something and acts something and hides something is a munafiq, whether man or woman. المؤمنون والمؤمنات إن المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والقانتين والقانتات. All of these women, men, women, men, women, women, women. Allah Azza wa Jalla said والمنافقون والمنافقات. It's عجيب. يعني you think المنافقين رجال فقط, men only يعني. لا, منافقين في منافقات أيضا. في كافر men and women. So in regards to عقيدة, there's no difference. In regards to ibadah, there is no difference either. But in practice maybe. But in the fard of ibadah or the obligation of ibadah as a concept يعني ibadah يعني you have to worship Allah. There is no such a thing saying the man worships Allah more than the woman يعني as a concept, umbrella, or as an order. It is not like you're going to worship Allah more and the woman worship Allah less. It is not like that. إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. الصلاة is على المؤمنين. في exceptions. A woman is exempted from praying in the masjid. It's not like the man يعني encouraged to do it. A woman will not pray Jum'ah. مثلا يعني I'm just giving you example. But does صلاة الظهر, she is relieved from صلاة الظهر يعني? لا. فيعني she has to pray 5 times a day. But she cannot pray at certain time for certain excuse. Also a man, if you're traveling, you shorten the prayer. صح؟ يعني the excuses from as excuses or as exceptions موجود عند الرجال وعند النساء. يعني for men and for women. They differ, yes. But from the basic perspective, when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam came with the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal, did he say this deen for men and women just the followers? يعني? No. For both. Okay. طيب في الأخلاق do they أخلاق يعني الصدق مثلا to say the truth. Say the man say more truth and the woman should not say the truth. برضو يعني same thing. If a man is صادق هو صادق رجل أو امرأة. man woman كاذب رجل أو امرأة. الكذب يعني lying and so on and so forth. بيبقى إيه الفاضل يعني؟ يعني what is left? The assignment. The assignment. Function يعني. The function. So you, this is a human being, this is a human being. هذه نفس وهذه نفس. روح وروح. Soul وsoul. Human being. Huh? But there is functionality now. Allah Azza wa Jal created the man to serve a certain purpose, created the woman to serve a certain purpose. That purpose is one, to worship Allah Azza wa Jal and to procreate in this dunya. Procreate. Adam wa Hawa, to procreate. But see, when Allah told them, don't listen to the shaitan, He told both of them. When they disobeyed, they both of them. When shaitan whispered, to both of them. When Allah addressed them, said, why I told both of you? قَالَا رَبَّنَا. Both of them repented. Okay? يعني المسألة من الأول ماشية كده. From the beginning it is going like that. But when it comes to the responsibility, Allah said, for the woman to fulfill her function that Allah created her for, you become responsible for her. See now the point? And for the man to fulfill his function, that's what you're going to do. If you look at it that way, then subhanallah, يعني we become at peace. So imagine كده Adam and Hawa standing in front of Allah. For both of you to worship Allah Azza wa Jal. Both of you have certain duties. Both of you responsible in front of me. وهذه الجنة لمن أطاع وهذه النار لمن عصى. This is the Jannah for who obeys and hellfire for those who disobey. وهذا الشيطان, don't listen to him. Like Allah told Adam and Hawa, هذا الشيطان, don't listen to him. So this is for all of us. يعني every man, every woman, it is the same way of talk. Or you have to give me proof that it is changed. It is changed. And Allah said the shaitan comes to the man and then from the man to the rest of the family. يعني الشيطان goes to everyone. يبقى function. Any group of people, to function, they need to distribute the rules. يعني put any group of people, any kind of people you want. Men, women, children, غني, فقير, man, woman, rich, poor, healthy, not healthy. Gather any kind of mix. Pick any kind of mix and put them on an island. For survival, they have to appoint a leader. Yes? They have to function, otherwise they will die. For survival, if you are alone, you act in a certain way. If you are two, you act in another way. If you are three or more, you act a third way. على طول كده, right away يعني. If it is a person by himself, he survives. He's watching right, left, this, that. He's where I'm going to sleep, nobody's going to guard me. Then he will act accordingly. If there are two people, the dynamics will change right away. You do this, I do this. You do this, I do this. And equality is like the way. Yani. Doesn't matter. Man, woman, two men, it will act like this. It will function like that. Because they are the ones making the rules. The new rules are not made for them. They create the rules. That wants to become three. كيف الثلاثة يكونوا متساويين يعني؟ متساوون. يعني how the three will become equal in decision making? That's tough. Correct? So they have to say, you do this, you do this, you do this. But someone have to guide. That's why Rasul Sallallahu said, if you are this number, make one amir. Right away. ثلاثة أمروا أحدكم. إنما اثنين they can make مشورة easily يعني. Have it for you. I sleep one day, you sleep one day. I bring the food, you cook. I light the fire, you do. يعني two people. But three, مشكل. Right? So if you say each one will do the turn now we can have a problem. By the time the turn goes for all three, a problem can come in the middle. Subhanallah, Allah Azza wa Jalla created the man and the woman for that. He did not create two men or two women. A man and a woman. To complete each other. So the idea is to function. Yani both of us, a man and a woman, looking at each other, they should say, we need to survive in this world. We need to survive the shaitan. We need to survive the disobedience of Allah. We need to survive our lusts and desires. So we have to complete each other. Look at you and look at me. Your body is different. Your thinking is different. Your capabilities are different. So what are we going to do now? We can fight. And then, we get attacked, both of us. And I'm saying, imagine you are an island, يعني, right? وهذه الدنيا is like that island, يعني. This dunya is like that. So if you are in an island, you and your wife, يعني, in an island, you have to survive now. There is no prestige, no social this, no social that. Nobody looking at you into حياة وموت الآن. It is either life or death, right? So he tell her, okay, what are you going to do? You're going to go hunt for us? And I sit here? Yani how it's going to happen now? According to your capabilities, you're going to function. Subhanallah, yani we are going to do as Allah intended it to happen. And I'm talking about default. Nobody should come and smart and say, Sheikh, what if it's a big woman and a very small man? And don't play that game, you know? Because, you know, somebody is going to play that game. I'm just saying, like, we're talking in the normal. Otherwise, everything has its opposite. And we understand that game. This logic is flawed. So whenever I'm talking to you about something that applies to 100 people, don't come at me with one exception. Don't do that. Because now this is not right. Yani. Now this is a playing. So they will find the function. Okay, you're going to do this, I'll do that. And you will always find the stronger trying to protect the weaker. Right away, yeah. By default. Stronger will. And then even the stronger, he will not sacrifice the weaker. That's what we think sometimes. Yeah, strong, I'm dominant, I'm strong, you stay here, I will punch you if you move. No. If a stronger, a smart person, he needs that. He needs that one. Because now I need anything to survive. So that person will take care of my things and will take care of me, will get my back also, even though they are weak. So a smart, strong person needs every resource that they have. Every resource that they can put their hands on, they need it. So you never ever sacrifice anybody. A rich person will never ever want to get rid of the poor. Sometimes we think like that. That, you know, a rich person does not want poor people around. Actually, they do. If everybody rich people, he's not going to be rich anymore. It's going to be like, they will be like, you know, rams. You know, rams, like fighting. So there has to be someone that you benefit and they benefit you. They do the work for you. They come and clean your home, fix your things, right? Mow your grass, do your things. And I'm not condescending on anybody, but Allah created it like this, ya akhwani. Wallahi, Allah created it like this. Allah intended it like that. وَرَفَعْنَا بَعْضَكُمْ فَوْقَ بَعْضٍ دَرَجَاتٍ لِيَتَّخِذَ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضًا سُخْرِيًّا وَرَحْمَةُ رَبِّكَ خَيْرٌ مِمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. Yani Allah Azza wa Jal summarized everything, that we made some of you more than others in many things. But the rahmah of Allah is better than everything you gather and collect. So whether you have money, you need what? Rahmah. You need the mercy of Allah. When you don't have money, you need the mercy of Allah. You think you need the mercy of Allah when you are sick only? Yani when you're sick only, Allah give me your rahmah, but when you are healthy, yani. When you are healthy, you're going to get a car accident if you don't have a rahmah of Allah. You need the rahmah of, that's why I'm trying to say, you need the rahmah of Allah when you are healthy more than when you're sick, actually. You need the mercy of Allah when you are rich more than when you're poor. Do you know why? Because when you are poor, rahmah of Allah will bring you your rizq. But when you are rich, rahmah of Allah will enable you to make more rizq. Yani. The rizq will come because you are responsible now over more people. You are responsible now over more people. You have knowledge. The rahmah of Allah will not make you like Iblis, ya akhi. Iblis was more knowledgeable, and his knowledge brought him where? To become Iblis. You know what Iblis means? Iblis, يعني آيس من رحمة الله. يعني he's hopeless from the rahmah of Allah. He became Iblis because he lost what? The rahmah of Allah. So don't think rahmah of Allah comes out of pity, يعني that only for someone who is poor, someone who is sick, they need rahmah of Allah. May Allah have rahmah on them. I need rahmah too. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I need Allah's rahmah in everything. Allah told the Rasul Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, because of Allah rahmah, they started following you. فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. Isn't that the rahmah of Allah? Sometimes we say, I need help. I don't need help. You don't need the help of Allah. When do you don't need help of Allah? And the idea is, any smart person, because they are strong, it doesn't mean they want to eliminate the weak. Smart, huh? هذا مجنون. Majnun is the one who want to eliminate all the weak people. Now when you eliminate the weak people, you only have strong people around. One of them will going to destroy you. Yeah? Who's going to do your work? You need somebody lesser than you to do your work for you. You need somebody, if I have knowledge and all of you have the same knowledge, why would you sit here tonight? Tell me now, why you sit here tonight? لو انتوا عندكم same knowledge يعني. Everybody will pray. Then who's going to lead the salah? We're going to fight now. But there has to be someone standing out. Has to be. There has to be someone who knows Quran more than everybody else. There has to be someone who has more hadith than everybody else. For this world to continue, there has to be a leader, ya ikhwani. There has to be. And for me now, when I enter here, I have to be very humble. And I say, oh, these people ignorant, I'm going to teach them today something. Now, I need them actually to be here. If they are not here, I cannot function. So if every man thinks like this, without women, I cannot function. And women, without a man, I cannot function. Then people respect each other. It's not inferior or superior. Wallahi, it is never about inferiority or superiority. I feel very sad when I see the people are two groups كده. Even the shuyukh, unfortunately. حتى الشيوخ. Some of them ingratiate, يعني. Some of them want the favors from feminism and the women and all of that. So they become split to two groups. One group always support women, support women, support women. Forget all the ayat, all the hadith, everything. And I doubt sometimes that these are men or women also. Why you go to meetings and everything, you find the man standing there, only thing talking about women and defending women, as if are you from the same species like we are? You are a male also, ولا في something hidden you are not telling us? في حاجة مستخبية احنا مش عارفينها ولا ايه بالظبط؟ there is something, it actually confuses you. I'm not saying this is not right. No, المؤمن, whether a man or a woman, defend الحق. صح? We agree on that. Defend الحق. Whether a man or a woman, they supposed to help المظلوم. Yes? So I don't have a problem with that. But when you exaggerate without any reason, then there is a mushkil. I am talking about superwomen here. What does that mean? I'm biased? No. Actually, the reason I'm talking about it, because they're overlooked. Because men acting wrong also, they're overlooking this. So you have to be fair. Fair. But to go on that side all the way, this is wrong, يا أخي. هذا تطرف. It's extremism this way. Women are women and men are men. It doesn't mean one is better than the other or one is superior. That one is more responsible. One is more responsible in another way. One is a caretaker. One is under the protection of. These are logistics Allah made, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Logistics for function. That's it. And if you find any order, don't bring it to the surface as it's a problem. It's a problem, like you say, why the woman has to be covered and the men oppressing the woman. Why you have to mix these things together? Are there men oppressing women? Oh, yes. Are there women oppressing men? Absolutely, yes, also. Yes. Are there women who acting like men and men acting like women? يا سلام كتير قوي. It's a lot. We're not denying that. طيب. What is right and what is wrong is defined by Rabb al-Alamin. It's not defined by me. It's not defined by me. So what I'm trying to say here is this. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. So don't bring this issue and mix things together. Why women are covered and a woman praying behind, so women are oppressed. This equals that. Who told you that? في فرق بين الoppression and there is a difference between what you see in front of you. What you see in front of you. Is every woman who is covering herself equals oppressed? This is a question. The answer is no. Is majority of the women who are covered oppressed? The answer is also no. Is every woman praying behind the men in salah oppressed? The answer is no. Is every woman forced to do it? The answer also is no. When you look at it, you find that the answer is no. Where this is coming from? شغل الشياطين. تعرفون الشياطين؟ الشيطان يلبس الحق ثوب الباطل ويلبس الباطل ثوب الحق. He put the haqq as batil and he put batil as haqq. Falsehood, he put it as the way it's supposed to be. And he put the haqq in the. So whenever we talk about the man take leadership and the woman have to obey and to do this and this and this. Obey means oppression. Who said this? Who said this? Obey means oppression. Why you say the woman obeys the man? Is oppression. because I teach a class for sisters every Wednesday, so all these ideas come to me. يعني we discuss, and alhamdulillah, the sisters I'm teaching, they're amazing, mashallah. They're all نساء فاضلات يعني, very good, honorable sisters, married, grandmothers, mothers, wives, mashallah. But it takes long time. في العلم until you reach to that level, it takes long time. بس النفس same. A woman is a woman and a man is a man. Worries of the woman is different from worries of the man. So all of these issues, they come like that. So why you say that the man oppress the woman or the woman is oppressed like that? That's the example we're using. Yeah? Woman, this means equal that. A man, woman obeying a man means the word obedience has a problem. Right? Right. When you are a teenage girl and your father tell you something, you obey him. Is this something wrong? Right. If بلاش دي, forget about this. If the woman goes to work, خلاص هنا work, and she writes a contract, what is she signs in the contract? What does that mean? Go following the rules. What does that mean? Obey. It's equals obey. What it means obey, يعني don't go against. You have instructions, don't go against the instructions. I tell you, you are expected to do this, 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 and if you do this, I'm going to give you that. And if you don't do this, you're going to be fired or punished. You say, yes, sir. What is yes, sir means here? You accept it. See, we keep bringing words. But, the word that describes it all is what? Obey. When you sign like this, you did what? You agreed. What agreed means? If we are equal, that's an agreement. But if we're some above authority, that's obedience. You have to understand. Like they say in عربي, في اللغة العربية في حاجة اسمها فعل الأمر. فعل الأمر. في فعل ماضي ومضارع وأمر. The verb in Arabic is past. كتب, قرأ, صلى, أكل, شرب, خرج, دخل, he did. ها؟ مضارع يدخل, يقرأ, يكتب, يصلي, يشرب, he is doing. And also سيفعل means he will do. But when I tell you اكتب, I'm ordering you. اقرأ, I'm asking you to do what? Recite. paro, recite. اقرأ. كل, اشرب, هذا فعل أمر. طيب. فعل أمر, ها? When I ask Allah, يا الله اغفر لي, هذا فعل أمر. Am I ordering Allah? But it is called فعل أمر. يعني in the Arabic, when you say فعل أمر. But أمر is different from two equal or from higher down or from down higher. In English, you say please, this, that. لأن English is a handicap language. You keep adding words to make meaning for the words. But any other language is not like that. So Arabic is not like that. So يقولون فعل الأمر إذا جاء من متساويين فهو رجاء. If verb of order comes from two equals, it is a request. And if it comes from higher to lower ومن الأعلى إلى الأدنى فهو أمر, it is an order from higher to ومن الأدنى إلى الأعلى فهو دعاء. It is a دعاء. Please do. I don't have to say the word please يعني. اللهم اغفر لي. Forgive me يا الله. طيب, when I'm talking to my uncle or to my brother, اغفر لي. And when a child, you say, اغفر لي, it's not the same. It's not the same. Right? When you come to your child, you say, forgive your brother. That's an order right there. Are you requesting him? Forgive your brother, Walid. Huh? Go get me a glass of water. And if I tell you, go get me a glass of water. If I tell my father, go get me a glass of water, it's the same thing? مشكل الآن. Right? I can tell my father, I need to drink from your blessed hand, my dad. شوف؟ عايز أشرب من إيدك الكريمة. blessing. يزيد دعاء. اللهم أنت الخالق وأنت الرازق وأنت الفتاح ارزقني يا رب. يزيد. Ya Allah, you are the one, you are the one, you are the one. Give me. It's not an order now. But if Allah said, أقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة, it's an order. فهمتم يا اخوانا؟ يعني when I tell you استووا واستقيموا يرحمكم الله, I'm not ordering you. I'm giving you a reminder, instruction يعني. سبحان الله يا اخواني, لو استخدمنا عقلنا والله هنستريح. If we use our brain, even the language we're speaking, we don't pay attention. When obey. Many sisters come and say, Sheikh, why I have to obey my husband? Why he doesn't obey me? Wallahi, it came one time. He doesn't obey me. Why a man has to be obeyed? I said, you don't understand this because you do not understand what responsibility means. If you understand responsibility, then you understand. If you go to the company and now you have to have a CEO, or you just act on your own and the other person act on their own and the other employee act on their own, is this the way? So there have to be. He can be nice and everything, but he is the top. He can be nice with everybody. Every employee loves the boss. But does that mean he's not the boss? He has to say and you have to follow. But that's, husband loves you so much, you will not even ask about obeying. You're not going to take his words as obedience or as orders. You're going to take them as requests. But you are having a problem because you don't like him. And he did not make effort for you to like him. So there is a mushkil. It's not about obedience. Then تعال هنا, come both of you, come here. Sit in front of me now. What is the orders coming from your husband that you don't want to obey? Give me. If he tells you, pray on time, you want to disobey that one? If your husband tells you why you are not praying on time, I need you to pray on your time. I'm ordering you to pray on time. Let's say he used the word your husband order you to pray on time. زعلانة ليه بقى أنتِ? Why are you not happy He's ordering you what Allah said. She would come and say, but why I don't order him with the same? We agreed in the beginning. There has to be one leader and one follower. It doesn't mean when you go with the car, you don't say both of us have to drive in the same time simultaneously. It doesn't work like that. There has to be an assigned driver. Especially if you have some issues like that, somebody has to drive for you all the time. Allah is the one who relieved us from this mushkila. It's not me who making the rules. And it's not you making the rules. All what we have problem is like as if other people making the rules. يعني Adam كده made the rules and then he oppressed Hawa and everybody follows. No. Or there is a group of men came and they said that's how we're going to treat the women. No. We get the rule from who? From Rabb al-Alamin. From Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. يبقى نقول سمعنا وأطعنا وما كان لمؤمن ولا مؤمنة إذا قضى الله ورسوله أمرا أن يكون لهم الخيارة من أمرهم. And for a believer, men or women, when an order of Allah comes, they do not have a choice. إنما كان قول المؤمنين إذا دعوا إلى الله ورسوله أن يقولوا سمعنا وأطعنا. The believers really say سمعنا وأطعنا. Allah described those who say سمعنا وعصينا as منافقين. At the end of Surah An-Nur. When only it is their maslahah, it is their benefit, it is their gain, they come to Allah and His Rasul. And if it is not, they run away and they hide. Allah described it exactly like that. وَإِنْ يَكُنْ لَهُمُ الْحَقُّ يَأْتُوا إِلَيْهِ مُذْعِنِينَ وَإِذَا دُعُوا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ لِيَحْكُمَ إِذَا فَرِيقٌ مِّنْهُمْ مُعْرِضُونَ. When they know that it's going to be against them, they run away from you. They go to other venues. But when it is coming for them, يا شيخ الإسلام والقرآن وقال الله وقال الرسول, isn't that Islam? Now you know Islam, mashallah, tabarakallah. Now you do. Some people would know. Same people, subhanallah, ya akhwani, fighting about equality. أنا بقالي 30 years in this. 30 years I'm in the middle of this issues. The same people who talk about equality, the minute they find that there is gain by making the other one go to the rule, they will come and say, didn't Allah make the man responsible? أيوة. والله I hear it all the time. يا شيخ مش الراجل المفروض يصرف؟ ليه بقى؟ لأنها هتطلع بفلوس. She's gonna gain money. Right? Said, isn't the man supposed to be the leader? You are actually divorcing him because you don't want him to be the leader. But you want to take his money because he's the leader. يا عجيب يا أخي. Irony. Right? The man also does everything bad. Then he comes and says, Sheikh, women don't have to obey the man. Yes, she does. But she obeys the man who's a man. لازم يكون رجل. رجل أيضا على يعني he is providing and he is doing his things. Obey the man يعني she works and you take her salary and you come and to tell me she has to obey me? No, she doesn't. You see the problem? يعني people come to you, use what Allah assigned them only at the time of what? Benefit. And that tells you what? That actually I use this as a proof. Whenever I'm discussing or debating with those who have problem with equality and all of that, I use this for debating. I said, you know what? You talk about equality. You know why? Why? Because your stomach is full. You are not hungry. You have a bed to go to. Huh? You take a shower. Now you have time now to argue. But if you are في غزة ولا فلسطين ولا Africa ولا places that have flood, huh? Who everybody wants to save now. يعني all sisters said, you know, we're behind you. We're going to be your servants. Just save us from here. صح ولا لا? Right? Everybody knows. Nobody will care now about equality. Will somebody come and say that woman right at the time of flood? في كده يعني موجود هذا في الدنيا? Do you see that before? يعني there is a famine or there is a disaster or there is a war or something like that and women mashallah come in the media and say women right. Did they do that? When they do it? لما يشبعوا بقى. When they're comfortable. أيوة في الرخاء. At the time of peace, at the time of luxury. Huh? Oh, that car is not good. Sheikh, isn't it in Islam very good that the husband have to go according to his wife's level? He giving me like a small Toyota Camry. I need a Mercedes. No. Why he's doing that and I'm not doing that? Why he orders me and I cannot order him? هنا في أمريكا يعني. Why? Because you have a fridge full of grocery, mashallah. You have a car full of gas. Huh? Automatically كده. ما هو that man who work like a donkey is all right يعني. The money comes automatic, you know. Your bank account has to be there. The bills has to be paid. Everything has to be there. And why he has to order me? Why he has to do that? No, like that. مشكل يعني. ما شاء الله تبارك الله لا قوة إلا بالله. هو الtongue. مش النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم said most of the people go to hellfire because of what? هذا هو. كلام الكتير. If you keep your thoughts to yourself and act within limitation, wallahi, we'll save ourselves lots of problems. What I'm saying does not mean that one is better than the other. Or I am trying to indicate that all women are wrong, or all men are right. أعوذ بالله, no. الشيطان عدو للاثنين. الشيطان is the enemy of both. What does shaitan do? Summary يعني. He wants you to forget about your own duty and function. And he makes you fight about what he makes you think is right. شوف الأول نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم. He makes people forget Allah. خلاص. So now you don't take your order from رب العالمين. Everybody think I am the boss. I am the leader. Isn't this what you see around you? عشان كده يا اخوانا we say come to the masjid, read your Quran, pray to Allah so you have the connection stable all the time. You need that connection to be stable. عندك electricity, they said stable currents. If the currents, he can burn your devices, appliances, yes? Correct or not? If it is less, can make mushkil. If it is more, can make what? Mushkil. You need what? Stable. So if everyone knows their position is stable, so what does shaitan do? Makes you forget Allah. نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم. They forget who they are. And what the promise, second step, what was the promise of shaitan? I'm going to come from in front of them, from behind them, from the right, from this thing. And I am going to make them go astray. وَلَأُضِلَّنَّهُمْ. I'm going to make them go to a different path. وَلَأُمَنِّيَنَّهُمْ. And I'm going to give them false hopes. وَلَآمُرَنَّهُمْ فَلَا يُبَتِّكُنَّ أَذَانَ الْأَنْعَامِ وَلَآمُرَنَّهُمْ فَلَا يُغَيِّرُنَّ خَلْقَ اللَّهِ. That's his steps. شوف يا أخي, plan tight plan and strategy. Allah expose it, yet we fall in the trap. شوف, يعني when somebody making a plan against you, and then you find a volunteer comes to you, by the way, these guys planning like that, you take the next route. Yeah? But if you say, I don't care, and you go same route, means you have a mushkil in your head. At least يا أخي, send somebody to check it. يعني somebody went there and he come back and tell you, yeah, في trap for you. You said, thank you, you go on. But no, you know all this, you still follow. Allah exposed it. Shaitan said, I am going to come and do distraction first. You see, the first step is what? First step of shaitan is what? Say with me, distraction. What's the first step? يشوش عليك. يعني لخبطك. You know when you see too many lights, what happens? You are walking and the lights are steady. على freeway مثلا. You are driving on the freeway and يعني patterns. And suddenly you find big huge light. What happened to you? Distracted. If you are not actually paying attention, you can make an accident. Yes? على طول, right away. Distracted. If you walking and suddenly you find like something in front of you, distraction. If you are talking to somebody and then you know someone come and start talking to them, distracted. I am talking to you now and somebody open the door and make some noise. What's going to happen? All of you going to look distracted. What is the first step of shaitan? Distraction. Time of salah, يا أخي في money وفي bills وفي this وفي that. The time of dhikr, you can sleep a little bit. يعني you're tired all day, sleep. شوف, distraction. المهم you keep distracting you. After you distracted, بل آتينهم من بين أيديهم خلفهم ولا تجد أكثرهم شاكرين. They forget now. No time for shukr. No time for shukr means no connection with Allah. صح? You will pray, yes. He will not tell you don't pray. You will fast, but routine, mechanical. So now you're distracted, and now you do things mechanical. That's good. So shaitan now took the next step now. Salah with no meaning is okay. خليه كده thinking that he's doing right, but he's not doing right. Then the shaitan will come and make wrong path. After years, you find, wallahi, and you hear this story all the time. Sheikh, this man was so good. This sister was good. She was teaching. He was doing this. I don't know what happened to them. This did not happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight. It happened over 20 years, 25 years. Yes, but we don't pay attention to the changes that taking place every day. Every day. Mechanical, and distracted. They are not connecting with Quran. They are not doing halqa of ilma. They are not practicing. They are not connecting with the sadaqah. They are not. All these acts connect you with Allah and then connect you with the people in different level. Please listen to this. The salah connects you with Allah in one way and connects you with people in a different way. We pray together. So when I go there, I have a feeling that when I'm praying alone, I'm missing somebody on my right shoulder and somebody on my left shoulder. It doesn't feel the same. For Allah connects you with Him and connects you with others through what? Salah. Or sadaqah. You are connecting with Allah, and then that money which we love the most, connecting with people. Well, Hajj with Allah, and then all these issues you connect with people on a larger level. Fasting, you can even feeling for others. Every single ibadah, Allah connects you with Him from one way, on one side, and connects you with others in other side. So what did shaitan do first? Distract you from that. So now that connection is cut from both sides. انت بتصلي بس. You praying only. Did you connect with Allah? أنا أصلا فاكر أنا عملت ركوع ولا سجود. I don't even remember. Cut. And then cut you from the people. So what we worry about, uncle? Oh, this man pushing me, his foot is over my foot. Oh, this one is like this, or this one is like that. وهذه مشكلتنا احنا في الصلاة. Our salah now is why everybody is disturbing me. شوف, everybody is disturbing me. In parking lot, I need to find my own spot. I don't care if I block everybody. انت هتصلي, you coming for salah. And the salah is supposed to connect you with people in a better way. يعني if you are organized, you should be more organized in salah. If you are going to a wedding and you are very clean and very good, you should come cleaner for the salah. If we act courteous in front of a hotel, when we're attending a wedding, mashallah, I see people all lined up, mashallah, tabarakallah, you know. Nobody wants to cut, nobody wants to do, coming out from the garage, everything is perfect. They come to the masjid, hey. And this poor brother is standing there and he's telling somebody, and they drive still, go, as if this guy doesn't exist or something like that. No respect to authority, no respect to advice. وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. That's exactly what shaitan, wallahi, wallahi, akhwani. He succeeded in the core of our deen. It's coming for salah. Salah imaduddin. That is the house of Allah. That should be the place, يعني, we do not fight. The place we should release ourselves from all these problems outside. When we come to the masjid, is a Jannah for us. يعني clean, nice, peaceful. Everybody is happy. All, alhamdulillah, I'm in the masjid now. المفروض كده يعني. And when you are leaving, say, يا رب استر. Oh Allah, help me out for this ocean of hellfire outside. هذا معنى, يعني you feel safe in your in the masjid like you feel safe in your house. When you go with your children, you feel happy, safe, same thing. But shaitan succeeded in what? Distracting us, then the next way taking us to a wrong path, making everything look bad for you. So الحق now will become like باطل. طب والباطل become like حق. شوف يا أخي, the people will stand and debate how long for the game, soccer game or football game or basketball game. كده watch كده two people, one from each side, each team يعني, في فريقين كده. يا سلام على dedication. My God, how sincere these people are who know the details يا أخي. لا لا لا, the referee was like this. No. You saw this one, you saw the defense, you saw the quarterback, you see like this. شوف تفاصيل. ديتيلز ما شاء الله, ها, عارف, خبير ودليل وسكولز اوف فقه بقى واشياء كده يعني. And when you come to this, oh, Muslims different, why the school of fiqh different, why this Hanafi Maliki, make one way. But when ما شاء الله the football guy, he invent كده a move and he مش يا سلام, he brings something, they should teach this in schools. ها. إنما if somebody does في الدين, يقول له why? I agree one way. هو شغل الشيطان, هذا شغل الشيطان. شفتوا يا اخوانا, انا بطبق لكم الامثله عشان تعرف الشيطان بيشتغل ازاي on a higher level. واحنا we are eating the bait every day. الشيطان distracts. Then he does what? Take you on a wrong path. طب when he takes you on a wrong path, we are humans, we're smart. Sometimes you say, what if I'm in the wrong direction? That happens to all of us. كده بتصحى شوية يعني, your conscience wake up a little bit كده suddenly. طب what if I'm wrong? Now shaitan is in danger now. What if this guy wakes up now? يبقى لأمنينهم. I give them لأمنية. What are you talking about? You're almost there. Now you're going to come back. After all this, what we did, you're almost there. You become a hero. You're fighting for the cause. All the women behind you waiting. Oh, you're going to be like a hero. If you do this in Facebook, everybody will be like with you. لأمنينهم. Distraction, deviation, hope. Distraction, deviation, hope. Because you are distracted, somebody can come and say, hey, wake up here. He doesn't want that. He wants you to take the wrong route and drive 100 miles. The U-turn becomes very hard now. But still, you can say, you know what? I would rather make the U-turn than say, no. 10 miles only left. You turn to go 100 miles back again, and people will say, oh, now you realize, I told you with this, with that. You'll become ashamed. كمل. Continue. become the ego, the pride, the arrogance. المهم يخليك تمشي يعني. ولا آمرنهم. Now shaitan got you. Distracted, no back. Deviated, very long route. Huh? Give you hope, you are mesmerized. Now he can order you. And you will never say no. You will say, yes, sir. وَلَآمُرَنَّهُمْ فَلَيُبَتِّكُنَّ آذَانَ الْأَنْعَامِ. You know, the ears of the animals. To cut any part of the animal is torture. We are allowed to treat animal with respect, by the way, as Muslims. And when we slaughter the animal, we appreciate, we say, Bismillah, in the name of Allah, I'm not doing this out of aggression. I'm not doing this. That's why we say, in the name of Allah. The animal hears you. You are here to serve a purpose, and I am fulfilling that purpose. You are here for a reason, I'm here for a reason. Allah allowed me to do this to you. Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. See the secret of it? Yani you are saying it on the animal, and the animal, the last thing they're hearing in their life is in the name of Allah. Yani you are doing it in the name of Allah. You are not killing the animal out of aggression. That's why we are not supposed to kill animals for sport. You kill to eat. That's why we tell people when you go hunting and everything, make the niyyah like this. You are not for sport. You know, you are not doing that. You don't torture the animal. So they torture the animal by making marks on its ear. They're cutting the ear of the animal. They're doing certain things to mark and all of that. Not out of necessity, but out of whatever reason. Yani. They said if you don't do that, there is superstition and all that. So Shaitan succeeded to do this. You know, in science labs, they do experiments on what first? Animals. Then they bring it to humans, right? Shaitan does the same thing. ولا أمرنهم فليبتكن آذان الأنعام ولا أمرنهم فليغيرن خلق الله. هو خلاص كده. Distraction, deviation, false hope, order to do certain things to the animals, then you change the creation of Allah within yourself. You're done. Read Quran and try to reflect. وَلَآمُرَنَّهُمْ فَلَيُغَيِّرُنَّ خَلْقَ اللَّهِ. Shaitan will not come to a pious, righteous Muslim and tell him, change the creation of Allah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اخسأ يا لعين أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Will come to you like this. Will not come to a believer and say, become a kafir. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. What are you talking about? لا, bring you step by step. One step at a time. If someone does amazing things, he wants him to do less amazing things. He will not to come and say, do major sin. When less amazing thing, said, pick and choose. Choose. Don't waste your time. Choose كده عمل صالح حلو كده اشتغل فيه. You have to do this and this and this and this. And very good in this one, continue in this one. كده يعني. You know the story of the man, he loves to pray Fajr. واحد بيحب يصلي الفجر أوي. Praying Fajr. And then you know every time you go pray Fajr, he take a shower. Like he going for جمعة كده ولا عيد يعني. Take shower. Put the best clothes, put عطر, and walk to the masjid. And it's dark all the time يعني. Here's a story. Allah أعلم if it is true or not, but a story يعني. We heard it from our teachers and shuyukh. The man walk a few steps. The masjid still. When this man goes early before Fajr, who does tahajjud in the masjid and all that, mashallah يعني. So he walks and there is a puddle of water. He trips on it, he falls, his clothes dirty. Then he said, لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. He turned back, go home, change his clothes, and come back. Another puddle of water, same thing. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Then you know, he goes home. He comes out of home, he finds some guy waiting for him with the lamp. Right? He told him, I saw how you trip, all that, then I need to be with you. He said, thank you. Jazakallah khair. Walk with him until the masjid. Puddle of water. Don't go here. Go there. Amshi ala tool. You guide him. Till he comes to the door of the masjid, and the man stood outside. He said, you go pray. He said, why? You're not coming? He said, no. He said, why? He said, I don't pray. Told him, who are you? He said, I'm the shaitan. I am the shaitan. He said, why are you walking me? He said, every time you fall down, I see how many angels coming and how Allah erase all your sins. Allah erase all your sins. خلاص كده I'm going to lose you. If you fall the third time, Allah would have given you green light for the rest of your life now. You can do whatever you want, it's forgiven. And I don't want that. I would rather let you pray and show you the way for salah, but don't get forgiven. I still have an opportunity with you. I'm trying to tell you, never ever feel safe from هذا اللعين الشيطان. Never. Always استعذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم all the time. Before reading Quran and before anything bad in front of you, say أعوذ بالله. Train yourself. Even when kids scream at home, say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Your spouse or something about a debate, say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. They will tell you, do you think I'm shaitan? No, I'm saying أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Not أعوذ بالله من beautiful face يعني. I'm not saying that. I'm saying أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Because he is making you angry, making me mad, and he is disturbing our life. يبقى نعوذ بالله من الشيطان. يا أخواني, at the end of the day, man, woman, both servants of Allah. عباد لله عز وجل. Allah will account you if your faith is less. Allah will reward you if your faith is more. Doesn't matter you're a man or a woman. Salah, fard on both of us. Yes, you have excuses, this and that, but your salah is, Allah Azza wa Jalla give you some logistics different from the man for you to fulfill your function and duties. Huh? You are not as required as the man to pray in jama'at, wal jum'ah, all of that, because you have other role to do that this might affect. حتى الخباز, يعني even the person who bakes the bread for the people to come out of Jum'ah and take the bread. In our deen, they can be excused from Salatul Jum'ah. You know that? Yes. They can be excused from Salatul Jum'ah, but they have to pray Zuhr. Who can pray Zuhr and Asr together even. If he does not bake the bread and make it ready from the morning, and he works, when people coming out from Jum'ah, how they going to find their bread? Yeah? If he goes pray with them, then what's going to happen to the dough? العجين عندما يخمر يعني يخرب. يعني it's going to become bad if he does not bake it. And he cannot bake it after Jum'ah. Well, everybody want to eat dinner. You see the issue? فعلا Islam looks to what is your function and allows or not allow you accordingly. It's not about gender, يا إخواني. It's not about gender. It's not about that. If the man is traveling, you can gather the salah. You can shorten the salah, right? If a woman in her period, then she does not pray. Okay? If Salatul Jama'ah comes, the man can go, but the woman can stay. Because there are kids, there are house, there are things, right? So Allah give rule. Give role to that. And it cannot be you one time, I am one time. 1 week the women pray, and 1 week the men pray. And 1 week the men take care of the kids, and 1 week the women take care of the kids. The society will be disturbed. Logistically, it's not going to work. You need to maintain something, sustain something. The system has to be the same. Yes? System has to be the same. يعني if you have a taxi driver system, those taxi drivers, ya Sheikh, went through certain training before they do. Huh? And now they do this. Somebody comes and says, I want to be a taxi driver too. Tab go through this, says, no, I don't want to. Well, then we'll be disturbed. If every day we're going to change taxi drivers, how are they going to gain experience, inshallah? يعني they went to the school and they got the license. تمام, good. But does that make them safe يعني to drive? If you know that you are riding with a taxi driver, driving taxi for the first time, every time, will you prefer to take a taxi? Huh? If you fly in an airplane, you know that the pilot is his first time. بالله عليكم يعني it will work. ما هو لأن everybody wants to fly a plane. If we're going to make everybody fly a plane, means everybody of us have to take a turn one time. Will you feel safe يعني? They will have to tell you he flew 10,000 hours. He said, now I'm going safe hands. And you have to go through this. That means only few people will do it at the end of the day. What I'm trying to say is this يعني. Same thing. Allah Azza wa Jalla choose, you have hours and hours of experience in teaching kids. You have hours of our experience in taking care of home. You have our experience of working hard, physical jobs. Then it is done. If I come here to Masjid Ibrahim, and I say, brothers, each one of us has to manage the traffic every Friday. One time. We're going to have accidents over here. Why? Because these brothers did the job for many, many Fridays. Now they are doing it while the eyes closed. I am telling you, in this school here, I went in the car line here for 1 week. Everyone said, Sheikh, you stay inside. I said, no, I have to be in the car line outside. I want to see what those teachers are doing every day. And everybody criticizing and everybody saying, why, Sheikh, why you car line this? طب تعال اقف معانا. Come sit with us. No, بس احنا عندنا في مصر بنسميه مهندس قلل. عارفين مهندس قلل. يعني he is the engineer of no engineering. Like driver from the back seat. You know, في المساجد at all the times they have those pottery containers put water in it to make it cool يعني. Made of pottery, clay. And you put water in it, mashallah, it makes the water cool يعني, right? For every masjid have 5, 6 in front of them and people make sure that they filled with water. Now they have coolers who advance يعني. But all time. But you find this brother sitting in front of the masjid كده, no work, nothing يعني. What's his job? Is to be the engineer of those containers. So when a person comes, he wants to drink, he says, no, don't drink from this one, drink from that one. And then that guy said, no, don't drink from this one. Yani nobody will drink from what they want. So that's why they call him Muhandis Oler. He's the engineer of that يعني. So what is the reason? Oh, no reason. هو بس كده ايه؟ No reason. Yeah, it is not this one have more water. كلهم good. The guy keeps filling them anyways. He's sitting there just to tell you what to do. فيعني ده people come and say, lunch should be this, should be like this plan. Come show us. No. Then I came and I said, I want to do it. And we created a system after we give the feedback, a system to do it. Subhanallah, every day it's going smoother and better. Now imagine if every idea comes, you have to change it every day. We will have a problem every day. And after 10 years, we never solved our problems. And we lost 10 years that could have been an experience. 10 years of what? Experience. Why? Because we keep pickering on things instead of solving the problem. So we can be pickering, the man and the woman, and the woman and the man, and who says and who says this, والشيطان قاعد يضحك. He's sitting there and laughing, I succeeded, good. They are distracted, they are deviated, and they are listening to my hopes. And all of that, the only thing left is to change the creation of Allah. And it already happened. It already happened. Look around you, you're not going to miss it يعني. تغيروا خلق الله خلاص. يبقى كده خاسرين والعياذ بالله. فيا إخواني, the reason I'm talking about this, the men, the women, or superwoman and all that, I'm not saying that superwoman يعني like the superwoman comes in the movie. لا. Every man, every woman who act with ihsan is super. You know, we all can act with rights and duties. That's my right. The brother who put this water in front of me here, he didn't have to. Did he have to? It's part of his job. Is it in his contract يعني? Every time you see the sheikh, you bring him a bottle of water. هذا إحسان. يبقى Superman. إحسان. إحسان when somebody asks you something and you give them extra advice. هذا إحسان. When somebody you meet and you need to answer them but you smiled at their face. هذا إحسان. You are sitting and you are patient. هذا إحسان. I'm giving you extra of the ilm. Did not be miser with you and all that. هذا إحسان. والرجل مع زوجته بإحسان. والزوجة مع زوجها إحسان. They love each other, that's ihsan. You know the act of love is ihsan? You're not obligated to love anybody, by the way. You're not. You're not obligated to love anybody. You're not obligated to love your spouse even. You're not obligated. But Allah put that in your heart. And when you activate it, that's ihsan. You deal with your parents, you should deal with what? Ihsan. But your parents don't need ihsan with you. It's planted in their heart. زين للناس حب الشهوات من النساء والبنين. يعني the kids love you, don't have a choice. For your kids and grandchildren, no choice. That's why Allah did not ask the parents to do ihsan to their children. Right? But ihsan from the children to their parents. Because they become a burden on them. The parents want the child, want to take care of that responsibility, but the kids want to get rid of that responsibility. For Allah Azza wa Jalla said, ihsan to parents. Husband and wife, same thing. Put two people, each one want to be the boss. So Allah said, no, we deal with ihsan. I am going to say who's the boss, and I am going to say who is the one assigned, and I'm going to say who's the one accountable, is Rabbul Alameen. But you have to deal with each other with ihsan. Allah give you leadership as the man, you deal with ihsan. Don't oppress. And Allah give your responsibility to someone, deal with ihsan and love. So I wonder all the time about those brothers, sisters who are going in this camp here as if all the men are corrupt, all the men are monsters, all the men are predators, all the men are bad, oppressors, and we are going to take the right. And you go on the other side, very, very, very oppressive, and want to punish this woman as if they are like a second-degree human being or something, or they don't deserve to become a human. Huh? We go like few thousand years ago, not few thousand years ago, even 500 years ago, people debated, is the woman a human being or not a human being? They were debating that, يعني. صحيح. In Europe, they were debating, يعني, is woman half human, ولا full human, ولا animal, ولا what kind of being is this one? فسبحان الله, الإسلام جاء وكرم الجميع, ولقد كرمنا بني آدم. Everybody, Allah give takreem. If you worship Allah, Allah Azza wa Jalla said, إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ. He did not say a man or a woman. The most honorable of you in front of Allah is the one who fears Allah the most. In our ummah, is there any man dare to say, I am better than Khadija al-Mu'mineen? Tell me. Is there any man can say, I am better than Hafsa or Aisha? Any man. Does not matter how big their ilm is. Would somebody say, I am better than them? حتى الصحابة ما عملوهاش يعني. الصحابة did not do it. For what kind of, you're telling me operation or operation? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Islam came and saved the woman from being buried alive when she was young. Islam came and said that the woman can have business, can have her own identity. Islam came and tell the woman she can accept or refuse marriage and her wali cannot force her. Islam said that a woman is not a product. I go to every marriage and I have to say this. Don't think wali, because I see that many times, yani, especially in this generation. I go there and said, Sheikh, why my father have to be the wali? Some girls ask that question. And I'm assuming they are asking to learn. Yani. I'm not assuming that they are bad. Why my father has to be wali? Can you ask me and him and that's it? We are going to get married. I said, yes, you are going to get married. But what happens to that man who raised you until now? He's the one who took care of you when you were young. He's the one who bought you the milk. He's the one who took care of you and your mother. He's the one who raised you. He's the one who protected you. What is his right now? Yani? You leave him to another man and as if he doesn't exist? I said, even the kuffar, they said the father has to give the bride away. And we don't want the wali? What's wrong with you? You see the idea? I said, this is a man here that is the last minute. He enjoying having authority over you to protect you. Not authority in a bad way. Yani. He is giving a piece of his soul to another man who is a stranger, that you're going to eat with him, sleep with him, and live with him, and have children with him. Do you appreciate what he's going through? عجيب أمركن والله. So if Allah Azza wa Jalla make the wali over you, is not out of authority. This wali nikah bas. يعني this man you are going for him, he's saying there is a man here giving you this precious jewel here. Be careful, if you hurt her, you deal with me. That is the meaning of the wali. فهمتم يا أخوانا? That is the meaning of the wali. It is not wali means he's oppressing, he's this or that. No. A man will take you do not know him. Right? He can turn on you at any time. You need somebody to be there. هذا هو الولي. يضع يده في يده كده. Tell him, I am giving you this woman on the book of Allah and the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And he said, قبلت of what? على كتاب الله وسنة رسوله. I accept to abide by those. I accept to take care of her and all of this. There's a promise, a covenant. You use the name of Allah Azza wa Jal. Huh? Not emotional, not anything. So every woman should be happy that there is a wali for her. Not the other way around. I'm telling you, we don't understand the text because shaitan did what? Change. Distraction, deviation, hopes, and ask you to change everything. So misunderstand everything right. Misunderstand everything right, you're going to misunderstand it. We'll tell you, oh, this is wrong. Oh, this is masculinity. And this is whatever. And keep names, you know. This is oppression. This is sexist. This is gender whatever. They keep throwing at you like these kind of things. ليه كل ده؟ أنت مش عبد لله. Are you عبد of Allah? Yes, I am. Are you ama of Allah? You are a slave of Allah like me? Yes. Let's put our hands together and walk this path. You do what Allah ordered you. I do what Allah ordered me. And if we have anything, we seek guidance from someone who knows. إيه المشكلة? What's the problem? Is our ego our problem or this or that? إيه المشكلة? إيه? What is the problem? The woman should be happy that her husband is praying in the masjid. It's not like, would you ask him to spend 1 hour with you, material, all this, or 1 hour every week of a believer who makes dhikr of Allah, who prays jama'at, who makes the dua, who does not commit sin, he does not hang out with wrong people, and he spend 1 quality hour with you, you should be happy, wallahi. The sister should be happy that she get this quality man for 1 hour. But you get another man for every 1 hour every night. What is that? He's going to flip on you after 10 years, 15 years, because he does not have the education, does not have the spirituality, does not have the food, the nutrition for the soul. He doesn't have all of that. Then once the dunya disappears, he disappears with it. You understand, Yakhwani? A man who works. When he's tired, he does not have any spiritual account. No saving. No saving. What do you want? You want a person who goes to the masjid for 1 jama'ah every day? So at the time of hardship, you find someone who says, astaghfirullah. At least you, my sister, will tell him, Ya akhi, you go to the masjid every day. You should fear Allah Azza wa Jal. At least you're going to find something to hit him with, you know. You go to the masjid, you pray jama'ah, take it easy on us, go ask the sheikh this, you know, something like that. If we submit to Allah and we follow the way of His Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and we are in these beautiful times now, while history telling us that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was born around that time. Instead of debating about it, remember the ni'mah of Allah on us by making us followers of Al-Habib al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If somebody reminds you of that, tell him thank you. Don't get involved with bid'ah or bid'ah or this or that. Don't worry about these things now. As a good time to remember that the birth of the Prophet ﷺ was the biggest ni'mah on humanity. Without him, كنا في ضلال مبين. We would be in a big mess. But with his guidance, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, we follow. كثير من الصلاة على النبي. Say salah on the Prophet a lot. Because whoever makes salah on the Prophet a lot, the Prophet said he will deserve my shafa'ah. So sisters and brothers, do lots of durood, salah. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى سيدنا وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى سيدنا محمد وباركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. And repeat and repeat and repeat. After a while, الشيطان will do what? Will try to tell you, enough. 100 is good, enough. You know why he's saying that? Because he knows After you say it to a certain time, you'll start tasting the sweetness. He doesn't want you to have that candy. Why we give up on the zikr fast? Why we give up on ibadat fast? But we stand long time, we talk a lot about other things, we read, but once it comes to Quran, everybody wants to sleep. Dhikr is very heavy, salah is very heavy. لأن الشيطان make it heavy. He knows once you pass that limit, you're gonna be a different person. That's why you need to push a little bit more. You know, in the exercise, they tell you, when you are tired, do one more set. Yes? Any coach will tell you that. You do push-ups, and then I did 10 push-ups. He said, one more. This is the one that will make the whole difference in your life. And he's right. Because when you give up, you said nothing. Now you found that you did what? One more. Now your aql, the head, programmed that whenever I am quitting, I can do one more. فهمتوا? Shaitan doesn't want that in the deen. You do fard, then you do 2 rak'ah sunnah. Oh, if I leave him, after 1 month, it become 4 rak'ah now. وبعد كده يعمل لي نفل. وبعد كده ليه بيصلي تهجد بقى. After that, I find him doing tahajjud now. I'm not going to lose this customer now. Let make him pray fard very good. And بعد الفرد يمشي. كويس كده. Like that guy who fell down, Let him go to the masjid. But get forgiven? Nah. Dhikr. You did istighfar. And you said, Alhamdulillah, I did couple of thousands. Do 5 more. Listen to me. Always do 1 set extra. After a while, you'll become addicted to that 1 set. Then you do 1 set extra. And after 10 years, you said, I don't know how I'm doing this number. I really don't. That's why I tell الحفاظ when they come to take إجازة, بتقرأ قد إيه يا ابني في اليوم? How much you read every day? I said, yeah, Sheikh, sometimes I read half juz. I said, why is it not 5 juz a day? He said, huh? I said, yeah, start. Until you will be reading 1 juz in 15 minutes. So how possible is this? I showed them. Hold the watch. But I read 1 juz in 15 minutes without actually breaking rules or anything like that. But the flow becomes easy. Flow. عارفين flow? The fluency يعني someone speaks and another person speaks, you find that this person speaks like 10-15 words extra per minute than the other one. But you never get bored of them. Yeah? They are not fast because the flow is going nice. The words are attached together in some way. They know when to say hi, when to say sweet. Somebody recite Quran, sweet. You want to stand there all night long. Yes? Sweet. Slow. فيعني takes you 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Then it becomes 39 minutes, then 38 minutes. With the same quality. You are improving, right? Until you will read it actually in 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a good time for a master hafiz to recite Quran with perfect rules. For 20 minutes, you read 5 juz. That is 100 minutes. يعني less than 2 hours a day. And if you divide, I tell them, you read 1 juz after every salah. Actually, people will not even feel that you're sitting in salah, so subhanallah, subhanallah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك والآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون. You see? تجويد الآيات وكل شيء. 15 minutes you finish 1 juz. بعد صلاة الفجر، بعد صلاة الظهر، بعد صلاة العصر، بعد صلاة المغرب، بعد صلاة العشاء. 5 juz. يعني you finish the khatm every 6 days. But anybody from far away, how come? It might take you 2 years, 3 years, 5 years until you achieve it. Worth it though. Isn't it? It's worth it. فيعني إن شاء الله أكثروا من الصلاة على النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Do like 1,000 times a day. 1,000 times استغفار a day. Don't stick to my number يعني. Otherwise you say الشيخ ممدوح became pir sahab, huh? Sheikh Mamdoyh is like giving us a certain number. No, I'm just giving you an example. Build it up until you reach to 1,000 istighfar per day, 1,000 durood per day. Do that and see the barakat coming, showering on you, inshallah Rabbil Alameen. And a gift might come to you. Himself, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, can come visit you, inshallah, in your dream. Inshallah. Isn't that hope for everybody? Yes? أكثر من الصلاة عليه. Make salah a lot on the Prophet with that niyyah, especially before you go to bed. Said, Ya Rab, usalli ala nabiyyik. Ya Rab, make him visit me, Ya Rab. Who knows? May Allah give you the gift, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala sayyidina wa nabiyyina wa habibina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Alhamdulillah. الأذان إن شاء الله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله